All right. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone. Here to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, DAMASHAPAT, double honors to apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be likened to the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, we say shalom. Shalom. All right, let's get right into it.
Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Ezra, thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past.
Right, and how you measuring the times? What? Through the prophecies that are written in the scriptures, man. All right, like in Habakkuk talks about it, what, an appointed time? Hey, you want to get that real quick? Second chapter. Yeah, because and we're seeing the judgments of Yahweh Shemashai roll through the earth, man. All right, like I said, Zephaniah 3 and 5, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. Let's get that to Zephaniah 3 and 5. I want to butcher it.
I'm going to go straight to the point.
This
book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, starting at verse 1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me, what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right, what a watchman, right? And what does a watchman do? He goes on his tower and he's looking out for what? The enemies, you know, certain people that are coming up, right? Everything, right?
The watchtowers, you know, you got watchtowers that are in the ocean, or you got watchtowers that look out for sandstorms and all types of different things and weather elements. So in that watchtower, you're watching to do what? To be able to foresee things before they come and what? Warn the people.
You notice those watchtowers are where they're built. You don't have a blind spot at all. You get to see everything all around, 360. So here we are in our spiritual watchtower here on the highways and hedges, taking a part of this electronic epistle, telling what? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to what? To repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Why? Because we're seeing, like in Matthew 24, talks about wars and rumors of wars, right? We're seeing the pestilences, we're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places. All right? That's what's happening. Go ahead.
No, that's another thing. A watchtower sits high in the air too, because like in this truth, you got to have foresight. You got to be able to see afar off. You know, so we're able to look at prophecy and see everything that's being set up and see afar off. Like that's why the apostles say, you know what, it's not going to be 10 years from now.
Right.
That's why you know everybody's saying it's going to be it's getting ready to happen soon. You know, no man know at the time, but we know according to the prophecy that's happening soon. Why? Because the Lord blessed us with foresight. You know?
And that's part of what the secrets, right? He said, sure nothing, he revealed the secret to the service of prophets. All right, Amos 3 and 7, all right? Like I said, we got that eye salve, you know, we're blessed to see, right? All right.
So back in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2, it says, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it.
Right, and then when we're breaking down these scriptures, you know, these prophecies, what? We're making it down to what? Where a child can understand. But ultimately, we know what? Only the elect are going to understand and repent and come back to Yahweh Shemashai, his laws, statutes, and commandments, and rehearse the righteous acts. All right? So only the elect is going to do that. All right? This is up to the truth. And ultimately, what? The foundation of the faith is what? The name, Yahweh Shemashai. All right? Not God and Jesus Christ. Yahweh, which means he is or he exists, and Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers. Okay?
Verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
See, the vision is for an appointed time. These prophecies are for an appointed time. All right? All right, so see, because Jake, they want shit to happen on their time. Precept. All right? They want to do it whenever they want to. Well, why ain't the Lord come back now? It's been 1,000 years, you know? Or my grandma been telling me this was going to happen. I don't believe it. Well, because it's not according to your time. It's an appointed time that the Lord has set up. He's got these futures events set up. which he's told us before. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 37, and it reads, By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right, so the said measure be fulfilled. Like Isaiah 46 says, what? He declared the end from the beginning. All right, so he has a whole script that's written out that was before the earth was even created, all right, that we're going to all follow through. All right, everybody has a role to play, all right, in the Most High's movie. Just like Proverbs 20:24 says, what? Man's going is the other Lord. How then can the man understand his own way? So you ain't got no free will, man. You're doing it according to the Lord, whether it be good or evil. You know? Which Yahweh Shemashah controls both good and evil. You can see that in Isaiah 45 and 7. Man. All right, go ahead.
Yep. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, though it seems like it's taking a long time in the eyes of men, right? Because we know what 1,000 years is only one day to the Most High, man. Right? 2 Peter 3 and 8. Go ahead. Read that again.
Yeah. This Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
See, it will surely come, it will not give you, somebody read Isaiah 55 and 11. You read 10. All right, because look, this is once again, it's the appointed time. All right, though it tarry, wait for it, shall surely come, it shall not tarry. All right, and the reason why I say it's not tarrying, because it's not tarrying no more. Things are happening fast. You cannot keep up with the news, man. There's so much judgment and prophecy coming to pass that we can't all cover it, man. Hell, we always talk about that news breakout, and that just be majority of that be in your local city, man. Of all the judgments that the Lord's bringing upon this place, man. Then you look at the world news, and that's part of being a watchman. All right, not only your local, regional, you're looking at all the news around the world, man, and lining it up with the scriptures. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, beginning at verse 10, and it reads, For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that go forth out of my
just
mouth.
as the rain comes down, the snow comes down and melt, it brings forth life. It grows, all right? It's fruitful, right? Go ahead. So is the word's Lord, right? The Lord's word, right? Go ahead.
Verse 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, and it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent
Right.
it.
It's not going to come back void. It's not going to be empty. All right. The Lord don't make empty promises like the people of this fucking world, man. All right. Yahweh Shemel Shai says it's going to happen. Guarantee it's going to happen. You can bet the house on it, right? All right. It's just not going to happen when you want it to do. It's going to be on the Lord's time, man. All right. So what if it quote unquote is taking forever, man? Hey, this time compared to the kingdom of heaven and ruling forever, an everlasting kingdom, you can't measure that time, man. All right, this is a small, minuscule timeline compared to an everlasting kingdom that we're about to receive for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Starting with the elect of the nation of Israel.
This book Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21, it said, And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth?
Right, and see, a lot of false prophecy, they think they'll push to say, and these non-believers, all right, that's really comes down to, it ain't come to pass like y'all said it was. It's not happening according to our time. Well, go ahead.
It says in verse 23, Tell them therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
Yeah, see, now the day's coming at hand. You ain't gonna be able to say that no more. Well, the Lord is taking too long. The prophecies ain't coming to pass. That's the white man's book. It ain't real. Now that things are happening, now you ain't gonna be able to say that. The Lord's like, you know what? I'm gonna do away with all them backbiting, slick talking niggas, man, that's coming up against my truth. Now I'm about to rain judgment on their ass. Yeah. Now let's see who's lying and who's fake. Man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai separate the real from the fake right now. Man. All right,
I'll skip down. It's in verse 26. It says, For I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I will speak.
And you've seen the problem, like I said, you've seen the wars and rumors of war. You've seen the earthquakes in diverse places. You get an earthquake app, that should have blown your phone up. All the earthquakes that happen around the world, man.
Yeah.
All right, in all kinds of crazy ass places. You're like, damn, what country is that? You know? 10,000 people just died. You know what I'm saying? Villages taken out, landslide, mudslides. And Yahweh Shemashah said he's going to visit you with storm and tempest. Are we not seeing that on a high scale across the world, man? You know?
Okay, so,
What they call natural disasters. It ain't so natural because the Yahweh Shemashah is appointing those judgments, man. You know?
verse 25, it says, "For I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass."
Right, and how's the Lord speaking? Through the men of the Lord, his prophets that he set up on the highways and byways.
Precept.
All right, we're the mouthpieces of Yahweh Shemashah. We're the ambassadors of the Lord, man. We're coming in the representation of the King Yahweh Shemashah, right? Hey, a true king ain't got to get off his throne. He's got subjects to do his bidding. All right, so we're giving our bodies as living sacrifices. We're vessels that the Lord is using, man. All right, and he don't have to use us. That's why we got to remain humble in this truth as well. You know?
It says, "And the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, it shall no more be prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, said the Lord Yahweh."
See, in those days, and we in them days right now. All right, this generation ain't gonna pass until all this is gonna be fulfilled, man. We're in that generation where we're gonna see Yahweh Shemashah come back, man. We're gonna see him rain all his judgments. All right, we're gonna see the chariots coming down, man. All right, and we're praying to hope to be delivered by him, man, and not be destroyed. You know.
This is this Numbers 23 and 19, but I'm gonna read it in NLT. It says, "Yahweh is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried it through?"
The answer is no, because Yahweh Shemashah ain't of this world. He's above this, man. He's the creator. All right, he don't have to lie to us. He just tells you what it is. This is how it's gonna go down, whether you like it or not, man. All right, you think we love being in captivity? Hey, Lord, thanks for putting us in here. No, but we understand why, though. All right, because what? We were rebellious. We didn't hold up our end of the deal. You know, ultimately, the Lord had us. It's a part of our story. All right, everybody loves an underdog, right? Everybody loves a comeback story. That's what most of the movies are, right? The villain Esau, even the so-called white man, yeah, he's in the power seat. He's having the time of his life, ruling over the children of the Most High. But that's only for a time of the season. All right, and guess what? That's about to be over with, man. All right, I think it's what Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. You know, there's a time and season for everything. You know, there's a list of different things that come with it. Yeah, 3 all the way down. Yep. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, beginning at verse 8, and it reads, "I am Yahweh, that is my name, and my glory I will not give to another, neither my praise."
Right. He ain't gonna get rid of his people. We understand that. You can read that shit. Romans, I believe 11 and 1. Yep. Can somebody get that real quick?
He's not cast away his people.
Yep.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, hath Yahweh Shem Shai cast away his people? Yahweh Shem Shai forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham.
Yep. And I said all that. Right. So Yahweh Shemashah, he get rid of his people, man. All right, they're his people. They're the chosen people. All right. Just because he's punishing us, that's like saying, well, I don't love my children because I whooped them and I put them in timeout and I took away things from them. Well, that's what the Lord did with us. He took the earth from us. All right. Now we gotta watch the badass neighborhoods play with our possessions, and we can't do nothing about it. All right. Because we got the power taken away from us. All right. We on punishment for the
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 9, and it reads, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and the new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them."
See, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. All right. The Lord ain't surprising nobody. So when judgment rains down, look, time and chance happened to us all. It's not like, oh, surprise! You didn't know I was going to do that, did you? No, he gave us in the scripture, the Holy Bible, man. All right, now he didn't give us a detailed step-by-step on what our life is going to consist of course, but we got the outline of how these judgments and how these prophecies are going to come to pass, man. Right?
That's back in that second Ezra 9.
Yep, man. Right now, it's perfect. Yep. Start right there at the top, too.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass.
See, we only got to see parts of the signs pass to know that the Lord's coming back. Yep. All right, he didn't say when you see all the signs coming pass, then you'll surely know the Lord coming back. Well, of course, if all the prophecies be fulfilled, of course you're gonna know the Lord coming back. But here it is, pushing for the past, pushing our faith, you know, to the, showing that hey, we only need parts of the signs. And we're like, okay, cool. We better get our shit together, man. How about you? The clock is ticking. All right, and we're just seeing parts of the prophecies pass. All right, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, man. Now we're about to hit the MOT to the B, which is here. It's just not forced. You got the early adopters out there showing, oh, look cool. I just opened up my door, with my hand. I just paid my groceries. I was just in Whole Foods. You know, they got the Amazon Palm One in there. Yeah, you can set it up right now. So there's people paying with their palm already. And imagine how easy it is to be like, whoa, it's the chip. Oh, cool. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. These people are going to fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. And guess what? They're going to be put in a position to where they're going to be so desperate to take it anyways. You've seen the test run during the C-19. These people they lined up for it quickly. You mean I can't get an appointment to get in there? I need it now. Don't you know I got to da-da-da-da-da? Yeah, these people are freaking out, especially of our people, because what? They lack faith. All right, and they lack the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, ultimately.
And their jobs too.
Yeah.
A lot of those jobs, like over there at Eli Lilly, I was talking to a guy, he was making about $2,500 a week. I said, damn, why you get that up? He was like, because they was trying to force them to take another job. They had incentives, like they would give you like $500 dollars, and then they put you in if you got it, then they put you in the raffle to win like $1,000 to $1,500. So it's with all the shit that's going on, right? What you call it with the shipping, right?
Yeah, with the cargo.
With the cargo, the goods can't come. The logistics, the goods can't come. You got the tariffs. They coming after people with student loans. Hyperinflation. So you can see how it could usher people into like, well, you know what? I want to eat. I want to survive.
That's how it is.
That's what that's what I got to do.
Yeah, because these people literally are hopeless. You know. Especially 2/3 of you niggas, Latinos, Native Americans, man, you ain't looking out for the Lord, man. Like I said, they honor the Lord with their lips. Of course, they're gonna say, well, yeah, I believe the Most High, yeah. But obviously, they work. You look at them and they works, man. They fall from the Lord, man. Especially they're not calling on the names of Yahweh Shem Shai. They ain't doing it. All right, even when we've been out here for years, right? Apostles and elders, man, years, and still Jake rebellious, man. But that's okay. Because somebody's got to fill that lot. Somebody's got to be the wicked of our people, man. Yep. All right, they ain't going to get it. All right. You know, that's when you get that thing, hey, better than us, right? Shit. Hey, Rakatah Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, we're able to preach and teach this truth and believe on top of it, you know? And not getting tired, man. We just tired of this fucking place, you know? But we love doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, what's I was just telling my brother before we started up, hey, what's better than doing this work right now, besides salvation? You know what I'm saying? There ain't got nothing better to do, man. This is where it's at, man. You know, doing the work of the Lord. Man.
It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then...
See, which I've told you before, right? Which we've established. See, Yahweh Shem Shai is a fair power, man. All right, he ain't like Esau and these other nations, man, lied to and shit. He put it all on Front Street. Like, look, this is going to happen. And this is what you need to do to avoid the punishment, right? Go ahead.
It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
See, now we've seen the prophecies come to life. Now you understand that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, is coming back. All right, and he's visiting the world which he made. All right, now these people of the world, all over TikTok and social media. Now everybody's, once again jumping on the bandwagon like they just been a part of it. See, I was telling y'all last year they were gonna come out with this and that. Now you heard that from the prophets of the Lord, man. Yep. All right, then you remix it, you podcast niggas. All right, you gonna get destroyed too.
Sound like Dr. 7.
Yeah, right. Eyes to the sky. Yeah. You know what I mean? This punk ass too. Stick to bringing out the news, man. You start the Nephilim. I told you about it. Get your ass going, man. You know? The lizard man. Stick to bringing out that cold news, though.
Says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
You see that right now?
Yep. Yeah.
See, people just really don't uproar a lot here, aka Babylon, but this uproar is all over the world, bro. All the time. Especially in Europe is one of the biggest places that uproar. They uproar so much. Kanye says when they uproar so much that they take over their whole what's that? They get the ruler up out of there. That's the real uproar. But these people don't uproar, but it's uproars all over the place. Earthquakes all over the place happening.
Yeah.
All right, on a daily basis. You people see look. These people see these things and they just blow it off. Oh, that ain't nothing. That happens all the time. That ain't nothing. But wait till this world really shakes to and fro for the nukes. You don't think this earthquake thing will be burnt up.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like if it didn't mean shit, the Lord wouldn't have put it. All right, for an example to tell him, hey, this is gonna be part of the signs.
Yeah.
That's why it's happening. It ain't just happening because of miraculous. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you brought out Ecclesiastes 3 earlier.
Yeah.
Everything has a purpose.
Yeah.
There's nothing here that does not have a specific purpose.
Yeah.
And how it intertwines with the overall goal of things.
Yeah.
His will.
That's right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Matthew 24. Okay, this is Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be
Are you not
famine.
seeing that? You're not seeing Russia and Ukraine? Are you not seeing China and Taiwan? Are you not seeing India and Pakistan getting ready to pop off? Hey, they boarded the border. They locked down their borders, man, here just recently. They're talking about full-fledged war now. All right? Are we not seeing that? Are we not seeing Palestine and the small hat people? Right?
Against the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
Right.
Russia and North Korea just dropped troops over in Burkina Faso. Okay, that just popped off. What else? There's so much going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. But it's happening, see? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
There shall be famines and pestilence.
And we've been talking about the famines and some of that famine talk a lot came heavy in during the C-19 because the global supply chain was never meant to be broken down or have a pause or anything, and there's still effects from that even to today. All right, so we're gonna see that a lot. There's a lot of other nations that are experiencing famine, but that's gonna come to America, man, in a major way. Hey, guess what? Cannibalism's gonna come back in a big way. Yeah, you guys are gonna be eating your family members, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read the NLT real quick. This
You're gonna
is,
be crying and they eating, and
Yeah.
they're crying and they eating.
Right. Yep.
Munch.
Yeah. Hey, they trying to console each other. He would have wanted this. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't walk the way he used to, Jim. He couldn't do it. We had to do it.
It's Matthew 24:7 in the NLT. It says,
He was gonna slow us down.
it's all right. It says, nations will go to war against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. There will be famines, earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this is only the first of the birth pains with more to come.
See, this let's go. See, that's NLT version, like the KJV says, what? These are the beginning of sorrows.
You like that NLT?
Yeah, that's what, you know.
NLT be straightforward.
Yeah.
It's going though.
Yeah. So, and this is just the beginning, man. See, these people ain't gonna make it, man. But see, here us of the hopeful elect, man. We've been training our minds, man. All right, to you know, we're already there. We already know how it's gonna go down, in to a certain extent, you know. So we've already prepared our minds. These people ain't preparing, man. You know. You got, yeah. Go ahead.
How many warnings the Lord got to keep giving?
Yeah.
How many times you got to keep showing you, hey, I'm on my way?
Yep.
All right, it showed you in many ways.
Precept.
All right? People, look, I'm just looking at this stuff, they just sitting back watching. People act like ain't nothing going on. It's still the same status quo.
Yep.
Hey, this place, aka Babylon, is finna come into a pestilence. It's finna come into a famine. Food is going to be scarce here, aka Babylon. You're not going to be able to feed your families. Ain't gonna be no going to the Billy Joe going down there and get us a quart of milk. Billy Joe ain't gonna be able to go down there. If you do, he might not make it back home. Right?
Yeah.
These are the times that we coming into, man.
Yeah. Billy Joe gonna be on the menu.
You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans want to just keep partying and BS. Man, every time I look up, everybody talking about I'm going to a party, I'm going to a party. You niggas gonna die at them damn parties, man.
Yeah.
Lord is tired of you partying, man.
Yeah.
It's high time to awake out of sleep, man.
That's right, man.
For our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. Hey, man, like, but folly is setting great dignity.
Yeah.
And as in the day of no, you know, people,
Okay.
go ahead, you gotta get that one.
Yeah.
People are eating it, popping each other.
Yeah.
It's just, man, like this world, man, is insanity, man. Like I don't even like to go outside like that.
Yep.
You know? If I do go outside, I'm probably going like to the store or something I gotta do or to be with the brothers, man. I ain't go, man, like all that other shit, man. You can count me out.
Yeah.
You know, go get a sip, get a drink or something. You know, but that's about it, man. Yeah. Give me such, this and that and this. You know. You know, sometimes like like on the weekends, you know, you can't get no hard, so sometimes you gotta, you know, shoot to the bar. You know, so you gotta shoot to a bar and get a sip. You know.
You gotta watch yourself in that, though.
Yeah.
Get in and get out.
Ain't nothing but demons and nippers in that, man.
Yeah, ain't certain bars are the new clubs.
Yeah.
Hey, niggas don't be dancing in the club. They do the same thing they do at the fucking bar.
Yep.
Holding up the wall, all the dudes on this side, all the chicks on this side.
Weird.
You know, everybody, niggas in there on their phone. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Go ahead, bro.
Now this the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37, it said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, hey, niggas is partying, eating and drinking, and having sex.
Yep.
Everybody popping everybody, no barrier popping. You know, like, man, like this place is finished, man.
Yep.
It's through. Like, you know, it's just ain't no mirth, ain't no life in this place, man.
Right, bro.
If you ain't in the truth, I don't understand how you fucking surviving from day to day.
Good.
But they got a lot of distractions out there. IG, Facebook, you know, video games. People, you just go and live a whole alternate life. You know, you dry them tears off your face and go on Facebook, living my best life.
Right.
You know, you got a drawer full of dicks.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't got no man. You gotta focus on what's getting done to you and doing it at the same time. This is a sick place, man.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Precept. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, Again in verse 29, it says, behold, the days come
Yeah, 42.
when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And that's like in the days of Noah, you know, surprise. All right. He says, verse 31, and one shall,
No, you said astonishment. That was.
He says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
It's gonna be violence. I mean, it's gonna be nothing but violence. You know, ain't gonna be no fun. Hey, if you're so addicted to fun, then you might just have a fucking stroke. You know, because it ain't, hey bro, ain't gonna be no fun. It's just gonna be stress. You know, see like coming through this straight gate, man. You know, you learn about the hard dealings of Yahweh Shai, man. You learn about, you know, the Lord's anger, man, and a lot how the Lord gonna deal. The Lord talk a lot about how you gonna deal with this place, man. So what does that make you? That toughens your skin. You know, because we can't be soft going into these times that we're going in. You know, we gotta be hardened, man, like to a certain extent, because we about to see some shit out here. I mean, imagine stepping over little body parts of little shot up kids. You know, hey, you know, they're feeling the stench of dead bodies, man. You know. The niggas gonna be running from martial law troops and tripping over dead bodies. You know, running from those drones, you know, and tripping over dead bodies, man. Go ahead, bro.
Just back.
It's back in Matthew chapter 24 and verse 42. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour the Lord doth come.
Yeah, hey, watch therefore. Hey, man, like, there's a lot coming along with watching. You know, you got to be preparing yourself, man. That's what that's talking about, man. Prepare yourself, man. Because the time that's coming are going to be difficult. You know? But hey, at this point, shit, in my mind, how much more difficult can it be? Hey, the vexation of living in this place, to me, is capping everything off. Like, man, like, you know, like I say this, man, like, you know, it's gonna be so much, we're gonna be so fed up with this place that when the Lord start judging people, we're gonna be left. And the scriptures speak about that. Somebody, you know, finish that though.
It's Matthew 24 and 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known and what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Take a party to the last minute and start repeating. If you knew the time that the Lord was coming back, take a party to the last minute. Hold on, we gotta stop y'all. Lord coming in a minute. Let's start throwing us some prayers.
Yeah. You be celebrating like it's the ball dropping on the New Year's Eve in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the timer started, y'all. Repent.
The nigga gonna say hallelujah and a nuke gonna go down his throat.
God.
A pocket nuke.
Yeah.
I praise you now.
Right.
Jesus.
Right.
Poop, poop, poop.
Yeah.
And Lord gonna be offing niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Strategically, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I never forget Elder Malcolm did that video where there was a bunch of people on the plane, the window busted and one lady got sucked halfway through the window and she repressurized the plane for everybody else lived. Hey, when they came out that motherfucker, she was through. You know? She was a bloody mess. But it sucked out through the engine. I guess she was so blubbery that it pressurized the plane and repressurized the plane, and they was able to finish the flight with this bitch hanging halfway out the window.
The organic airbag.
She corked that bitch. You know? And when she man, can you imagine that? You know, her guts probably sucked out. Man, her organs probably was sucking through her mouth. Her intestines was probably hanging out of her mouth.
Damn.
Yeah, because the planes go what? Well, they going hundreds of miles an hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 300, 400.
70,000 feet and a half.
Yeah, they roll.
700, 700.
Then you got the
right.
pressure sucking your organs up. You know, like, you know, she was through. You know, that's how surgical the Lord gonna be in these times with judgment. You know, hey, one gonna die and the other gonna make it. Hey, you know, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right there, man. Like then, you know, somebody posted the videos where it was like near-death experiences, where you know, where guy was just walking, and he stops to look at his phone, and the car crashes into the building and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
kill a bunch of people in the building, but he survived.
Yep.
You know,
575 miles an hour.
575.
575
And
miles
up.
an hour. That's how fast
Yeah,
that
right.
plane go.
Yeah. And then
That's
too,
commercial air flight though.
you got to consider the altitude. The
Yep.
air was probably a lot thinner.
Yep.
If she was up high.
Yep. The air was thinner and she was thicker.
yeah,
Equilibrium.
Yeah.
she was through.
Man.
Talk about through.
Well, no, number 21 real quick. Back to the other. This is what I was going to bring up. He's in the same chapter.
This is Matthew 24 and 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened."
Yeah, if you got some kind of spirit in you, some kind of holiness in you, man, you can feel like something is about to happen. Like you can feel like this world is closing in on itself, man. You know, and you know, like a lot of people feel that feeling and they don't want to feed it, so they avoid watching the news because what they expected they're gonna see. So they don't. Oh, I don't want to watch the news, but you got to pay. You have to face shit, man. Eventually, the news is gonna be watching you.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't want to watch the news, you're gonna be the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can only walk so much with the blinders on. You
Yep.
know, eventually it's gonna come ahead.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yep. So back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3, it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world."
Yep. And you see, like I said, we were going into that, and you know, the uproars of the people, man, and you're gonna see that heavy. You're gonna see worse than the George Floyd riots. You know, people are gonna be really running these streets trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know. Yeah, that purge mentality. Actually, me and the brother just drove past like a homeless camp. Motherfucker had a damn Jason the Jason mask like this, standing just like this.
Yeah.
Looking like he ready to get just like just standing there looking at the traffic. Yeah, like I can't wait till the Lord unleash.
Man,
You know,
spirits created for vengeance.
Yeah. So that's about to happen. We just sitting out on the south side, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the guy was in front of the homeless camp with a Jason mask.
Yeah, just like this, looking out.
He was just standing like a blanket on his back, just standing like this.
Yeah,
Staring at one.
just staring. Like,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
And I seen, yeah, and another dude was over. He's trained with. I seen a chick with a katana, and another motherfucker just practicing in the median. But you know, he living on the streets. I'm telling you, hey, these homeless be about to carve some people up, man. They be getting tired of getting kicked off all the bus stations, you know.
Man. Hey, these cops, they passing laws to arrest the homeless.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of these cops about to get poked the fuck up.
Yep.
You know, just because a motherfucker homeless don't mean he got something that'll fuck you up.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty sad.
You know? Yeah, is that a chick with a katana?
Yeah.
I've been seeing those bug outs down there. They've been creating like their own weapons and shit. I seen somebody, he took like the end of a hammer and like the other end was like a machete and so this shit.
Yeah, it's going
Like
like
that.
that. I'm telling you.
Pretty sad, man.
Lord's getting them ready, man.
A dart with feces on the end of it.
Yeah, you know, and you know the homeless, man, they're already used to not having shit. It's over for them. They're already living like it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, area to area, they, you know, city comes through, tear all their shit away, then they got to start over another place. Shit, they tired of that shit too.
And then the city, they're trying to aid it by passing laws by, oh, it's illegal to be homeless, this and that third.
They did.
They did, which they did. But that's not gonna that's not gonna heal this place. You know, it's just gonna get worse and worse. If anything, it's gonna create more more poverty, man. You know, because it's like, you know, Esau trying to fix this this country is like you're in the middle of an ocean and there's a hole underneath the boat and you just have a bucket and you're just steady trying to get the water out that's flooding the boat.
I mean, hey, there's no fish in this place, all right? There's over 5 million people here in the so-called Babylon that are behind on their mortgage. There's over 5 million people here in the so-called Babylon that are behind on their rent. So you're going to see a fluctuation of people being homeless. So then what you want to do? And we ain't just talking about Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You talking about these people that hold high upstanding positions too. Officials. All right? Because what? They just blow the money, do whatever they want to with the money, and now times are tight. All right? You can't drive that Mercedes that you were driving before. You get the leather off that seat. You know?
Well, niggas ain't even smart enough to know that now.
Right.
That's something they did back in I think when was the Weimar Republic when they failed or something like that in Germany, or World War II or something. Some around that time back in 80 odd years ago, people was eating the leather.
Yep.
You know,
It was Weimar Republic. They did that. Wheelbarrows of money just to buy local brand.
Yeah, people ain't smart enough to know that leather company is, you know,
actually
cowhide or whatever.
Yep.
This is at 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and destruction, and their destruction draw nigh. And one person shall stand up and fight against another, and sword
So that
in
means
their
near.
hands.
Now means near. So everything that's going on, the current climate you see in the world is like this shit is getting closer and closer and closer to who? Primarily the American citizens, the people that dwell without care. So these people just back to what you were saying earlier about people starting to feel it. The new thing is now people is using their credit cards to pay for groceries. Now it used to be hard to get accepted for these different pay in 4 installments. You know, Klarna, Sezzle, the Zip, auto pay or afterpay, right? But now everywhere in their mama they offering you credit because people need it. You know, you got the Chime, you got the Spot Me. You got the Cash App, you can pay later, which ultimately that's going to put you in more and more debt. And who knows how Trump gonna do it? Who knows the legislation behind that?
And there's another thing. I don't know if it was DoorDash, but there's a food service.
DoorDash.
Is it DoorDash? Yeah, that buy food, pay later.
Yeah.
Well, that's see, it's crazy.
That's just signs.
This ain't show. Yeah, this place is
That's just
open.
showing you. Because the essentials, eggs has always been an essential, right? You look in your refrigerator, and when you ain't got nothing to eat, you look in the cabinets, what, you might have some sardines, some crackers, some cornflakes, nobody like cornflakes, right? Then you look in the refrigerator, you might have some eggs, right? And maybe a few other things. Maybe. But now with everything going, people are less self-sufficient. You ain't got that many butchers. Where the butcher shops at?
Right.
How many butcher shops have we done found in Indianapolis? Besides the heathens.
Right.
That's a few heathens. But you don't just know. There's local butcher shops. You can't just, there ain't too many spots to go and buy half a cow, quarter cow. Esau got a little access to that, but these things ain't how they used to be. People have relied more and more and more on buying shit from the store.
Or you got to have a membership. Like at Costco, you can go buy a whole lamb carcass for like 140. 144 bucks. I saw one that was 144 bucks. I said, man, that's raw. Hey, but they got the whole. But you got to pay to be a member of that.
Yep. You know, but even with Costco, because I've been trying to go get some of those, they ain't been having them.
Yeah.
They was because they get them from New Zealand. They've been, I say they about like 2-3 months behind.
Yep.
I'm like, I've been calling like, damn, y'all got the,
They do got a couple of green.
No, we ain't got. That's why I went to Greenwood.
Oh, yeah.
How long ago was it?
Yesterday.
Okay,
They
so
must have just, they might have
must-
just got
No,
them.
I saw.
They must have just,
Yeah.
they must just got, because I called them
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, because I've been waiting for them. They were supposed to be here on the 18th of April.
Yeah,
So I've been waiting on them.
Right. See?
So I'm like, damn, what's up?
Yeah.
So, but see, now that's getting tighter and tighter too,
Yep.
because it goes to the second Esdras. When you still see the empty storehouses
Yep, 62.
being depleted, basically. So it's certain things are being less available and less available and less available. And in these shops, right? Costco, Sam's Club, you're starting to see people there that ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a certain demographic that shopped at these type of stores for years.
Yep.
You go in there, you seeing Keyshites and,
Yep.
little nigglets running around. Like, what the fuck is you doing in here?
Right. Right.
You ain't supposed to be up in here.
Yeah.
And that's how Esau looking.
Yeah. We got this membership that avoid you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That's why they starting to be more and more aggressive about the card checking. Because remember, that stuff used to be lax.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you look a certain way, you dress a certain way.
Right. Is this your name on this one?
Yeah, now they really, you know, they own that.
Even checking the receipts at the door. They stopped doing that. They weren't doing that before like that. We were somewhere. They do say I gotta check every receipt. This my job. I can lose my job if I don't check every receipt out the door. That's because you niggos and Latinos and that rich going there robbing that motherfucking blind. They tired of that.
Yeah. When I used to work at Sam's Club back in the day, they had Jake was going in there. They'd buy some shit, right? But they'd build a pyramid and have a whole bunch of shit in the middle. You know, just scan the outside. Run out there with $300 of merchandise.
This is 16. But this will be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Right, because look, the kings and the princes, they're issuing more and more restrictive laws.
Yep.
You got a whole compilation of people saying they're not about to pay the student loan shit back.
Yeah.
See, because like people are getting fed up, and people are waking up to a certain extent of the American nightmare. You bailed the banks out, right? But now you're gonna make these people pay back student loans.
Right.
They went to college to help forward your economy.
Yeah.
They don't, whatever job they was gonna get, it was gonna be crumbs compared to what they was gonna make for you. But you totally bailed the banks out, and people privy to that.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna regard the kings and princes, aka senators, mayors, governors, because people like, nah, you stepping on the little man, right in front of your face. Shit ain't covert no more. You know, now it's like right in your face. I fuck the average person, the average people. You got people saying, but you got people saying, look, my taxes pay for it. You know, these homeowners, right? They taxes pay for certain little shit. Education, they wean the education system out, teaching your children whatever they want to teach them. Right? Sex ed as early as kindergarten, first grade. So all these different things is adding to the fuel for people like, man, I'm not fucking paying attention to what the fuck y'all want. Which is gonna help add is adding fuel to it's ultimately see Esau think it's his plan. Right. Because he want a excuse to just lock everything down, right? But it's the Lord's plan, because it's written.
I just said to back you up too, a lot of people I even had a few friends say, man, I wish I would never went to college. Because what? They go to college for 4 years or whatever, get that degree, and end up working somewhere totally in a totally different field because they can't find a job in the so-called class that you told them to go take for 4 years. They wasted their time, took your money, and now they still got to pay your money, and I can't even go be what I said I was gonna be. I'm mad. I'm mad.
I'm mad. Yeah. James Brown in this one.
I'd have sat here in this college and listened to this professor. I'd have stayed up late nights studying, and I can't go work in the profession that I'm supposed to be going to work in.
Yeah, they taking Adderall and shit.
All type of stuff.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
No dose.
No dose. Yeah.
Doing all types of stuff to pass those courses.
That's old school.
Yeah, no. So those people, that's what people be in the uproar about, man. I don't want to pay it back neither. I can't even go get a job. I went to school to be a practitioner, and when I get out 4 years, now I'm over here working Kroger's, plastic, paper. I'm mad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
go ahead, say.
No. I was like, yeah, but we just made a bunch of smart ass workers, you know, to do bullshit jobs.
Barely.
Barely that.
Hold that, grab Isaiah 19:14.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 14, it says, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have made with a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Yeah, this place nasty, like, and everything in every regard, whether it's education, whether it's finance, whether it's parental guidelines, whatever it is they doing the wrong shit. Everything they doing is help denigrate the society. It ain't furthering it. Go ahead.
It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
Right. If a motherfucker drunk and they throwing up and they staggering, what that means? They getting the vomit everywhere.
Yep.
And that's what Trump doing.
Yeah.
He's spazzing out on all these systems.
Yep.
All these systems is being helped to fail.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt.
So ain't no work for Egypt. Ain't no job. You don't went to college, right? And you just wasted your time, basically. Because the things that a lot of people go to college for, a lot of those jobs are not needed to run the society.
Right.
A lot of those jobs are not needed. That's why some of those manufacturing, hands-on jobs, you got guys that you get 10 years experience behind you. You move up supervisor, move up director, move up hell. You ain't went to college.
Yep.
Or if you did go, you might have went for that field.
Right.
You know, not no liberal arts degree.
Yep.
Or everybody what was the quick fix 10 years ago? Business administration.
Yeah, or you business motherfucking psychology.
Oh yeah, psychology.
Motherfucking psychology degree.
And the fathers of that was psycho with them anyway.
Right.
Go ahead.
This back in Isaiah 19 and 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Yeah, for the big people and the small people. Ain't no work for. Look, they shutting down these Dollar Generals, these Family Dollars, right? These CVS's, these Rite Aids, anything in service related, right? Because that's like a very menial job. That's like a low on the totem pole job, right? But wait a minute. But even also the upper jobs. Look, they closing down hospitals.
Yeah.
So your ass a nurse or you what you call it, a lab tech, CNN, radiology, you know, all those different little jobs the hospital might look. Ain't no work for the head or the tail. You got more?
Yeah. And then if you own your own business, boy, they looking at you. You about to get fucking crippled.
Oh yeah.
These tariffs, they about to cripple you, man.
Yeah. Like what that happened during the C-19.
Yeah.
See, what during the C-19, everybody who gained profit during that time?
Big
Amazon and the big, yep.
The ones that are allowed to be open, the corporate America.
Yep. And that squeezed out the small guys trying to, you know. Yep.
Or the small the small guys to be where they at today, to quote unquote continue, they took out more loans, their life savings, what they did have, sold shit just to keep the business going. You know, because a lot of these mom and pops are like, man, I got to keep my workers. They've been working for me for 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
And then they do in the hopes of that it's gonna bounce back and get better and all that.
Yeah, and they last great hope, which is Trump. That shit's already going down the drain. His first 100, it's been 100 days. Man, it's felt like a whole year already.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit in 100 days.
39% approval rating,
and we loving it.
The worst in 80 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you mentioned like the Amazons and the Walmart. Heck, they about to go to Mexico.
Yeah, so they ain't fully paying these people. Oh, another thing I want to say too, a lot of with these lower jobs, you know, a lot of them being automated. Lower and medium. I remember, I don't know, about 8 years ago, they was really bringing them robots into the into these jobs, which they probably been doing it before, but when they kind of hit Indianapolis, it's like a major industrial manufacturing place.
Crossroads of America.
Yeah. And I remember when they first started building that shit.
Yep.
And those robots, they do the bulk of the work. They'll do, let's say you're doing picking and packing, the robots will do 40 to 50,000 comparable to the workers 10.
Yep.
So it's like, what am I gonna do? What is the incentive? To have more robots. I don't need a motherfucker that's gonna be late, that's gonna be complaining, that's gonna get injured, that I'm gonna have to pay certain unemployment to, whatever.
Bathroom breaks.
Bathroom breaks. Yup.
Vacation time.
Vacation time, paid time, FMLA and all that.
Yeah, all that shit. Yep.
Paternity, maternity leave and all that.
Oh, I even see it too. It's getting so wild with the AI systems. They can have one operator on the construction site just log into all the guys from a fucking house and log into all the bulldozers, everything off of one dude. Like shit, I already got to do the excavator work. Log into that. All from the crib.
Minecraft.
Yep, so they're gonna water down. And those are high-paying jobs, the machine operating type jobs.
Yeah, those. See, in times past, those was those blue collar, middle class
Yeah,
though.
it's middle class.
It's blue collar, but it's middle class. Yeah.
Yep.
You can start off making 30 up to 40. If you get a couple of years of experience under your belt, you make 50, 60 an hour.
Yeah.
They got this new thing, right? Elevator technicians, right? Mm-hmm. All the elevator technicians, see, that's a job people don't really know about.
Yeah.
But it's a job that pays $50 an hour.
Yeah.
And a lot of the former elevator technicians, they about to retire.
Yep.
So who about to come in and take? People don't know about that. Where you apply for that at?
Right, exactly. Where they tell you at school, like, hey, these jobs,
Yeah.
you're making a good ass living.
Yeah.
Look into these trades. And that's why, and a lot of them jobs, they bring them niggas from overseas over to handle them jobs.
And to do it at a cheaper and a lower rate.
Cheaper and lower rate.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's about to get real crucial out here. Like you said, that was a good point. A lot, especially these old school diesel mechanics and shit. Like they can only work on these 1940s, 50s. They're like few far in between. There's a lot of them. All them dudes are retiring now.
Yeah.
Like you said, are dying out. Yep.
Very rare you see a young man in his strength, a diesel mechanic.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
middle 25, 28.
Yep.
Yeah, Edomite maybe.
They ain't just out here changing parts. They really can diagnose some shit. You know what I'm saying?
And now niggas getting paid off fucking stupid ass TikTok videos. YouTube enthusiasts and all that shit.
Influencers.
Yeah, influencers.
Esau showing them too.
Content creators.
Yep. Esau showing them too though, 'cause look, they'll kick you off. They kick you off to certain sites. Boom, boom, boom. You start losing money. They be begging to get put back on them. So don't think that's just that's something that's not gonna last either, man.
Now, once the internet goes down,
Niggas don't know how to hold no money anyway, man. They're too busy trying to buy the next iPhone. They be the same fucking iPhone. Camera, everything. 3 cameras on the back. Got the gold thing around the edge, and they changed one little thing about it. The nigga be like, you gotta be that iPhone 11T. You know?
11.
Yeah. And the new features is the apps you can buy.
Yeah.
This one, you can do camera. It's got a camera. You can make funny faces on the camera.
Yeah.
You can make emojis. You can make emojis on this one. You can make your own emoji.
And that's that Folly setting great dignity, boy.
Man,
Sitting in the rich, sitting in a low place.
Man,
Now, you want this last verse in Isaiah?
Go ahead, finish if you want.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 16. It says, "In that day Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and feared."
A woman is helpless.
Yep.
And even the position that was normally held by masculine men are being held by women.
Yep.
And that's another reason why shit going to shit too. That's not a slight on you women, which all are fucked up over here in America. That's just the truth. That's just it's just the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of these jobs that they give to women is not for you to be in that position. But Esau's smart because women got a natural propensity to follow. They follow the leader.
Yep.
So Esau don't want nobody logical, and he wants somebody that's gonna do what the fuck he tell him to do. So that's why they put a lot of women in these positions, man.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, just look at your Democratic Party. You know, LBJ said, "I'll have these niggers voting the next 200 years." Now he's 60 years in the end, nonstop. And who's at the head of it? They call themselves the 92 percenters.
What's the 92 percenters?
The women that, you know, in the last election.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
It says, and it shall be afraid and feared because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Yeah, the Lord is judging this place. And everybody, look, I used the word in the lesson today, I forget, uncertainty. See, we'll say that right now. You see these people, they walking up and down? Yeah. They don't got that smug look no more. They don't got that sneer, you know, what you call it, that resting bitch face. What you see on these people's face is uncertainty.
Yeah.
And that's fear, anxiety, nervousness. Yeah. Because all these things is leading to something worse. Now you got the one article they had. It said the young men, people under 40, have no hope for the future. It's like the first. You seen that? Yeah.
And we seeing it, man.
Hey, wait. It's like
go ahead.
the one Edomite said, my parents lied to me, man.
Yeah.
But you can't really, you know. That was
They didn't really
that was
lie,
they,
though.
you know,
Right.
that was they life,
Yeah,
but
that was they-
basically they've been lied to. They've been had. They've been hoodwinked. They've been bamboozled. Because they was told that last generation, you know, that late 80s, early 90s, that generation, from like 88 to like 93, 95, we was told the same thing. We inherited the same thing our parents inherited. Just go to school. Just go to school. The fucking black people, go to school. Ain't shit but school and the army for a fucking Jake. From the so-called black family. Man, that's the only thing that's fucking respected unless your ass get rich doing something.
Hooping and shit.
Yeah.
Sports.
You gotta go to school. You gotta go to the army. But wait a minute. Now look at the school and the army. Look at what the fuck they doing to the people in the army. They ain't paying them no money. You ain't get no goddamn money. Hell, you're not even getting training.
Right.
Oh, precept.
You know, they have fat motherfuckers in the army, man.
Through his hair.
Fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Obese. In the army, talking about left, right, left, sergeant rank on the shoulder. Fucking with that sweaty ass stinking uniform on. It's rolled up his back because it's too much fat. When he got in the car seat, it just never rolled down.
The left, right was for the utensils.
Right. Hey, sausage biscuit falling in his back pocket.
But this nigga telling people what to do. No, you supposed to go over there and do this. Man, nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. Look at you.
You better calm down, son, if you have a heart attack.
Hey, I remember I command Sergeant Major, and that was way back when I was in the military. This nigga was fat. They burned his stairs, made his ass. This nigga came out next month. He's like, splat. Damn. Yeah, man, this nigga burned his stairs from in his unit when we was overseas. You know, you walk up a few stairs to go into your hut. They took the stairs and used it as firewood that night. Niggas partying and shit. Got that firewood, man. While he was asleep, that nigga came back. Everybody was recording that shit. He go, look. Nigga said, swabba. You know? He was fat as hell, man. Always trying to boss people. He's like, you know? Nobody respected him. Then after that you got who? After that you got a bunch of punks in the military.
Left, right.
You know, if somebody comes shooting, they gonna jump behind you. Oh my God! You know, like, hey man, this place is whacked out, man.
I've only done this in a simulation. I ain't never been in the real.
Yeah, man.
And on the computer.
Yeah, man. Like,
yeah, like they said, that generation got the YNs. Like I said, they're glorified. Everybody wants to sign up to be a YN. You know, all black, Nike Tech,
Shiesty
mask on, walking around with glasses on. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody want to be old dog.
Yeah,
Everybody want to be old dog.
Yep.
like the nigga with the flowers. You said the nigga had a ski mask on carrying flowers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give me your goddamn number.
That's what you got.
Yeah, shit.
Nigga ain't no thug.
It's real life. This is it.
A lot of y'all with the YNs.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all gonna go off into that war though.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all gonna be. We'll see how this up y'all in that war, man. Okay.
Tribes of Israel. You guys are the first tribe there yet?
Yep. Well, no, we're mixed.
Do prophecy. Biblical prophecy.
Yep.
Tell it now.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Got some things.
Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Right. See, our people go every which way to find to seek help besides Yahweh Shemel Shah. The help has been here. Look, he's got his men set up, but Jake want to go around us like, nah, they don't know what they're talking about. I need something now. I need relief now. That ibuprofen Tylenol spirit, man. I need it now. You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, they want that quick relief, man. Well, that's not what comes with this, man. All right, first and foremost, you got to understand we're under the curses for a reason. All right, we jacked up as a people for a reason. All right, and we didn't hold our end of the deal, man. It's not, all right. That's why Lord said, go ahead, Lord.
I'm sorry, man. Years ago that wouldn't have happened, man. A fucking cracker walk up to us and be like, yeah, what's going on here? with those making those President Trump faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already now.
He said, so y'all the first tribe, huh? Just automatically assuming we the Negro. You know,
Trying to hide that enmity.
Yeah. He said, all right, well, we're going to see his ass at the top of that parking garage.
Hey, he looked like
That's what I'm saying.
He had that look like it, that look of destitution.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Bible, 12 tribes, I know about that. That's a Bible. Okay, can I get a good word out of these niggas? And he ain't on the side, walk his ass up the street.
He said, so yeah, it's written in there, huh?
Yeah, nigga, you was the one that was hanging us on the tree.
Right.
There he is.
Right.
Yeah, just like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
A young him.
Right.
What's up?
That tight ass walk up the street.
Right.
Saltless. It's hard to be saltless.
Man,
Man.
I seen Jake trying to move with no rhythm. He still had rhythm.
Well, you ever see that scene when Eddie Murphy played the white man? He still had rhythm.
He's
Hard.
fine.
It's hard not to season that chicken butt.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, right.
You go back to the second.
Yep.
Oh, you had some bars, all right.
Well, it was what you was talking about, how he tries to do stuff. Esau.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that stuff.
Slack it. Insurance and right.
Oh, he was still there? Okay.
Yeah. Because Jake also, they believe in the U.S. military, man. Especially the vets, man. You know,
Where they used to,
right.
it's like, you know, now it's like people ain't trying to remember what was this, a couple months back? All them people in the military, I ain't signed up for this.
Yeah,
I ain't signed up for this. Because the military, when it used to be like okay, well, I'm at the end of my rope. I know I could just go in here. You know, they used to go the National Guard route.
Yeah.
Go here, you know, get my GI Bill, and then it used to be like a little, you know, because like how you were saying, they trusted in America. War wasn't imminent the way it is now. You know.
Well, the other thing is they realized the reason they told they were fighting really wasn't the reason they fighting for.
Right.
You're going over to take resources and land. Point blank, period.
And these people that they put out when the military went over here, they offered them all that money to come back. You know, a lot of them didn't go back. Now some of them did because you know everybody hit. People need money. But a lot of them didn't go back. A lot of them be like, you know what, I'll just take my chances here.
Oh, that general, they done put his whole family's name on the internet. Langley, the one who went over there and lied about the dude Ibrahim Traore, said that he was taking the gold to enrich himself.
Oh yeah,
and not the people. What? Yeah. What are y'all gonna do with it?
Right.
Right.
That's exactly what y'all do. Go and steal the resources.
Yeah.
But then there's people like over here, you know, they put him out there like, no, I'm tired of them using people that look like us to do their dirty work.
See?
Yeah, they went over there, weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
When the weapons of mass destruction is fucking Esau Edom.
Yep.
Yeah.
The so-called white man.
Yeah, he one big weapon.
One big ass weapon.
Hold on.
Sword of the Lord.
Everything he touched, he weaponizes.
Yep.
You know? And he put his hands on the children of Israel, he weaponized them.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why niggas don't have no respect. You see understanding the word of the Lord coming out. Hey, the fucking hunky stop before niggas will, man. It's like, man, oh man. Man, like, man, woo, man, you better pray I don't get power. You better pray in your dreams that the Lord don't give me power, man. You know, come on, put it to Jake, man. Hey, ooh, you got power. Yeah, come here. Yeah. I was looking for one of y'all.
Yeah.
Kick your ass to the moon.
Yep. Straight up. Hit the permanent Straight up.
You know?
Yeah.
Open up a spiritual portal so you can go, open up a spiritual portal so your ass can go through the Van Allen belt.
God. Straight up.
Disintegrate on contact.
Yeah.
And the moon gonna burn you up.
Yeah.
Because the moon is made out of pure plasma.
Yep.
And plasma hot.
Yeah, that's why it's a light. Yeah.
Get ready, boy. Through out here.
Well, I was going to back up Elder. This is the book of Psalms, one of his favorite, 144, verse 1. A psalm of David. Blessed be Yahweh Bashem and Abishai, my strength, which teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight.
Man. And we're going to be doing a lot of fighting. If the Lord give us power. Because ain't nobody more upset than the men of the Lord. Ain't nobody more vexed than us.
That's right.
You know, because we know what righteousness is. They got to live this fucked up life every day. You know? We know how life is supposed to be lived by what the scriptures say. You know, and then we gotta go through life and live all this out of whack bullshit.
Yep.
You know? So ain't nobody, you may have had a bad fucking day, but not worse than us.
Damn right. Right.
You know? Swallow it up, nigga. You wanted that. You know? You want this place to keep going. Hey, at the end of the day, if you had a bad fucking day, do you want this place to keep going on?
Right.
Well, shut the fuck up then. Because the answer ain't hell fucking no. Then you could just shut up. You eat it. Just swallow it down and die. You know? You're good for it. You know, wait on the Lord to come and punish you. You know? Because the Lord is going to make an end to this place. And if you don't want that to happen, then you're against the Lord.
Yep. That's right.
You know?
Yep.
If you don't want the Lord to destroy this place, you're against him.
That's right.
You know? And he that is against me shall scatter abroad, man.
Yep.
Your ass is grass. And when them nukes hit and your ass turn into dust, you're gonna be scattering abroad like a motherfucker.
Yeah. They're gonna really spread your ass.
All his ashes.
Spread his ashes over
Blowing in the wind, ass nigga.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah, the brother on the comment board from earlier, they said, No carpenters or plumbers. GMS Arkansas guys. Shalom. Yeah.
Yeah, plumbers, all that, everything, all that hands-on, manly physical work, you know.
Hey, Shalom, Elder. Yeah, because what is it? The Lord, it says what? Regarding, he said that's called the spirit of Egypt to fail. So if your spirit, what the scripture say? It said
In every work there was.
in every work. Yep, that came out too when y'all was in there. But the scripture speaks about a man's spirit will maintain him. So you can catch all this hell. But when you got a expectant hope, then you can endure that shit like us. But these people, they don't have an expectant hope, so they don't got the mental fortitude or intestinal fortitude to just say fuck, to just grunt, sigh, and just keep fucking going. Because this place is oppressive, man.
Yeah.
If your ass ain't already winning, you don't want to really attempt, because at every attempt that you put forth, Esau Edom, so-called white man, he come and smash it with some type of law, some type of legislation. It's harder to do everything now versus, hell, you can't even have fucking a certain amount of animals in your own property. Like we was talking about that.
Chickens.
Like brothers got, chicken, whatever. Oh, you can only have 6. It has to be this many square feet away from the neighbor. Nigga, what?
Yeah.
You gotta have you can't have a rooster. They gotta have so many, like, just oppression, bro. It's just all oppression.
What we were talking about yesterday, the damn fishing license.
Oh yeah.
A right to just use nature, right?
Yeah. Hey, you gotta pay to go look at water. You gotta you go to a beach, you gotta pay to go look at the fucking water. Hey, it's a park out here called Eagle Creek. You gotta fucking pay to get in there. You go look at water. $7 fucking man.
To go walk around.
Hey, inflation and everything hitting, and the prices of nothing else ain't going down. Well, since there's inflation, it'll be $3 this year. Ain't nobody give a fuck about what everybody else is going through. That's why the Lord gotta get rid of this place, man.
That's right.
That's why the Lord gotta burn this place, man. That's why, man, only the righteous gonna be beamed up out of here. Nuke's gonna hit this bitch from coast to coast.
Pretty shot.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 10:1. We'll read it in both. This is Isaiah 10:1. Warn to them that the decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, grievousness they have prescribed. You buy a house. It's supposed to be your house, right? You say I'm gonna build a chicken coop on my land, on my house, the yard that my house is in, and there's all these fucking stipulations, man. But this motherfucker, he can go on the street and build a nuclear plant, and that's spewing all kind of chemicals and killing whole fucking neighborhoods slowly.
Wildlife,
Motherfuckers being born with 2-3 arms and shit, with one eye in the middle. And this motherfucker just, we don't know what's going on.
Hey, global warming.
That's what it is.
But if you catch them, then they just pay a fine. Well, what's $100,000 to a motherfucker making tens of millions, damn near billions a year? If you catch them.
It's a tax write-off.
Right. And a lot of these corporations, that's already numbered in. Fines and shit factored in.
Yep. Cost of doing business.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 10:1 in the NLT. It said, "What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws."
Unfair laws. In order for you to get a wife, you gotta have a fucking marriage certificate. You gotta go to the white man, and then they're gonna add your, they're gonna fucking up your tax bracket. Hey man, like it's fucked up, man. Add your income, your credit together, and all that shit. You gotta buy some bitch that been ran through about 175 dudes, a diamond ring. How about you can't say I'm with you, bitch? Like what?
Shit, man.
bitch looking at wedding pictures. Looking at you. You know, come on, man. This world is fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It says that they deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people.
They have denied the rights of the needy. You know. Hey, but the rich get richer, and the poor get stepped on.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, the rich get tax write-offs. Like the brother was saying, they get tax write-offs. They get all kind of benefits, but the poor don't get shit.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And if you're a small business owner, you know, and you somewhat well-to-do in this society, if you ain't got over, you know, $20-30 million, you ain't wealthy. You ain't close.
Yeah.
You know, because that shit can be gone in a matter of years, man. Fees come with money.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta get an accountant. You gotta get this. You gotta get that. You know, your lifestyle changes. This and that. You know? You gotta get all kind of lawyers and shit. Shit don't go right. You know?
Yeah.
Man, like, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You can't win for losing. Go ahead.
They prey on the widow and take advantage of orphans.
Man. Go ahead.
And what will you do when I punish you? When I send distress upon you from a distant land?
And what you gonna do when the Lord get involved? You ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. Hey, the Lord gonna set up. We in the midst of the Lord setting up one kingdom and bringing down another, man.
That's right.
You know, and the kingdom that's gonna rise next is gonna be unexpected. You know, hey, when you look at all these superhero movies, everybody loves the underdog.
Yeah.
The guy that got stepped on. Those are the best movies. The guy that lived a shit fucked up life, then one day this guy gets some kind of secret power, you know, and he's able to, you know, disappear, reappear, go like like lightning.
Yeah.
You know, he's able to read minds. You know, those are the best stories. So we in that story right now, where the people that stepped on by everybody on earth is about to be the rulers.
That's right.
And you nations are fucked.
That's right.
Oh man, of the shit I think about doing to you,
Man.
Woo! Lawfully.
Yeah. Right.
That's right.
Meditate terror.
Yeah.
You know, what can I do? You can't give them lashes on the Sabbath. I want to make you fast on the Sabbath.
Right.
You're gonna be hungry.
Yeah.
Unto the Lord. You're gonna be hungry than a bitch. I'm gonna make it feel like you ain't ate in 3 weeks.
That's right.
I'm gonna make the time go real slow.
Right.
So your ass will think you done laid there for 20 minutes. You gonna look up, you know, you look down, it's 101. You look up, it's 103. You're like, oh man.
Well.
Stomach crying, dog.
You got a point there. You know, as the scriptures say, 1,000 of our years are but one day to Him.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one day to us. So
Yeah.
what's a few seconds to us is gonna be an eternity for them.
Hey, you ever sat there in jail overnight? That shit seemed like you've been there for 4 days. Like man, some place you can't even hardly see the sun. You just in a brick. You just in a box. You don't even care if the sun out or not. You know? You don't know what time it is or nothing. Niggas gotta yell under the door to a nigga that can see the clock to get the time. And you don't even want to ask for the time, man, because you don't know if you're leaving or not.
Right.
You know? But that shit take forever. You know? And we got fun, man, kicking their ass, man. But Jake got to get it first. The wicked of our people, they got to get it first.
Yep.
The Lord got a vendetta with you. Wicked niggas, man. The Lord got a problem with you, man.
Yep.
Hey, the scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man.
That's right.
And the Lord's about to show his power.
Yep.
Some weirdo fuck shit, man. The Lord got a problem with niggas, man.
Yep.
And he about to show.
Yep.
Hey, man, like, woo, man, like, when the Lord unleash, hey, man, that's gonna be it.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. It reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And if it first begin in us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua?"
Hey, so right now the Lord is sifting among the men that know they Israelites.
Yep.
And saying, yeah, okay, check, okay, check, okay, who else? Oh, yeah, check. You know? And they're gonna start getting judged, man. You know? Especially these other camps, man. IUIC, ISUPK, man. You know? Niggas lying and getting maced.
Yeah.
Man, it's bad out there, man. Like, I feel
Yeah.
sorry, man. I feel sorry for them dudes in UPK, man. Like, nigga, you gotta leave the house. You gotta leave the house, kiss your wife, and go get maced, nigga.
All right.
You a grown man. You a grown ass man, bro. Hey, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. What you think you gonna fight your way out of this? Put your hand. You get maced. Punch, 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 punch.
He's like,
Man, it's all a waste of time, man.
man.
You know, like, man, like, right now, this dude's scaling down buildings, jumping through windows, you know, pulling out, you know, man, there's people with sniper rifles.
Yeah.
And you don't even see the death coming. You're like, what's that sound?
Nope.
You hear something? You know, you did all this. Push, 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 push.
All right.
And
He sounds
a dog, a pack of dogs get you.
Yeah. Coach, what's up with it?
Hey, no, they got this video, the gym dude, they say, remember your training, right?
Yeah.
Remember your training. The dude tried to snatch the woman's purse, and the guy grabbed the guy's hands and started doing like this, started doing like he's doing the ropes. Remember your training. No, the other guy grabs the purse. I mean, grabs the guy grabs the behind and start doing like this.
Tricep extensions.
Got to do that. Like, man, I said, God damn. You know, beach muscles ain't gonna save you. Hey, man, you gotta have the Lord on your side to make you do these types of like, ain't nothing wrong with being in shape. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with working out. Ain't nothing wrong to do things to get your health, keep your health in order. Hey, you need to do that though.
Yep.
Because if you're on certain medications, if your health ain't where it needs to be, you know, then, you know, like, hey, that's gonna be work against you in the times to come.
Yeah.
You know?
Case in point, you know, China's not sending nothing over. They make the fillers for a lot of the prescriptions.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, bro, you
You're
do
gonna be
not.
ass out.
Yeah, you do not want to be in a position where you on meds every day. You want to be doing something about that right now. You want to be doing something about that, bro.
Yep.
Like for real, man. You know?
Yep.
I know times it's fucked up. I know we hate this world, but you may not be able to drink like you want to drink. You know? You know, you may have to cut back on that shit. Find something else to do, man. You know, you don't want to be getting plastered every fucking day, and then, you know, you end up with fucking kidney problems right when Jacob's trouble about to break out.
Yep.
You know, learn how to treat yourself. Hey, do what you can right now, man. Because, man, hey, was that you just said that? China?
Yeah, they make the fillers.
Yeah, man. You may not be able to get the meds you need. If you know, Man, hey, I'm just saying, man, putting that out there.
That's right.
Pray to the Lord and get to work. You know, you can't live a sedentary lifestyle. No, you know,
That's right.
you can't be too comfortable. Hey, do things that make yourself uncomfortable. You know.
I got to say in the world, no pain, no gain.
Yep.
Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
Yeah.
So we don't stay upon, so like we don't stay upon Esau, even we don't rely upon him, we don't trust in him, all right, for the things we need. We trust in the Lord by trusting in his word. And part of his word said what? That healing medicine comes from the earth.
Yep.
And before you get to that part, it's saying the apothecary, the brothers who the Lord blessed to have a mind to study the different tinctures and tonics, you say, look, you got to give him his due.
Yep.
Right? And you pray and he gonna pray too. Because we know healing comes from that. That's the route you gotta take with shit, man. You gotta take the route that the Lord said do.
Yeah.
Not the fucking route that Esau said fucking do.
Right. Yep.
Fucking losers.
Yeah. Well, you said it one time, guy. You like, go freaking. You start doing what the Lord tell you to do, and shit start working out. That's what it is. Yeah. Lord, like I said, the Lord, these scriptures ain't empty.
Right.
When we apply what the scriptures say to do, guess what? They start to work out for you.
Yeah. Because that's faith. Applying what the scripture says faith. Ain't nobody the scripture. Whoever called on me and I left hanging.
Right.
Paraphrase.
Yep. Right. I got something.
This is Psalms chapter 18 and verse 30. It says, as for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord.
See, his way is perfect. We're just talking about that. See, his way is perfect. So if his way is perfect, then we ought to follow suit, right? Go ahead.
It says, the word of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai power is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him.
He is a defense. A buckler is a shield. That is a defense. He is a defense to those that trust in him, man.
Wow. But we can see, we gotta believe that. So we call him Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's the foundation of our faith. And he gonna do what he said. Right? But we gotta believe that. Right? That's the requirement. That faith plus the works of it equals what? That you actually believe, right? And those are the ones he gonna save. Yep.
All right, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Wakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like it to the speckled bird. To you we say shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Shalom to sincere elect brothers and sisters on the comment board.
Shalom.